kind of placement exams. All right. So the question is 5,600 is to be divided into A, B, C, and D in such a way that the ratio of share A ratio B is 1:2, B ratio C is 3:1, and C ratio D is 2:3. Find the sum of A and C and B and C. Alright, so there are 4 people A, B, C, D, and you have to divide 5,600 rupees, we can say, among them in such a way that A ratio B is 1:2, B ratio C is 3:1, C ratio D is 2:3. So, how can we solve the question? In this video, I will not be using the bookish method. I will be using my own methods, own short tricks so that you can save your time. Right. So if you follow my way, so you can save your time. So first of all, what we will do? So as there are 4 persons, so I will write down A, B, C, D. Then what I will do, I will take the ratio of A ratio B. What is it? It is 1:2, right? I am not using here ratio sign. Okay, it is understood. Now the ratio of B and C is 3:1. So instead of writing here, what I do, I will be writing here 3:1. The ratio of B and C is 3:1, and in the same way, C and D is 2:3. So instead of writing here, I will be writing here 2:3. Now here are some gaps. Right. So first I need to fill these gaps. So how can I fill these gaps? So here is a trick. Okay. So you have to fill these gaps. In the first line, if this is the gap here, so what you have to do, you have to fill these gap with this. Okay. You have to fill the gaps with their neighbors. So its neighbor is 2 and again 2. And here this is the gap and here this is the gap, right? So the neighbor of this gap is 3. So we will write 3, and the neighbor of this gap is 1. So we will write 1, right? Again, the gap is here and the gap is here. So the neighbor of these gaps is 2 only. So we will write 2, 2. I hope you understood. What you have to do, you have to fill the gaps with their neighbors, right? So this gap and this gap have the neighbor as 2. So we will write 2, 2. And this gap has the neighbor as 1 and this gap has the neighbor as 3. So we will write 3 and 1 respectively. Again, this gap and this gap has the neighbor 2. So we will write 2. Now what we will do, what we can do is, here is 2, 2, 2 and 2. So we have to simplify it. 2 divided by 2, 2, 2. So it will be 1. Basically, what we have to do is, we have to take the multiplication of all these lines, right? So let me clearly write it as, okay, so it is 1, 2, 2, 2, right? Now we have to take the multiplication of these. This time I think you will be thinking that this is so much time taking, but once you have understood the logic, once you have understood the short trick, so it is the procedure of just 30 to 35 seconds, not more than that. Okay, so first understood and then use the short trick, and if you practice more and more, so you will be able to solve it in 25 seconds or 30 seconds at most, right? Now 2 cancel 2, 2, 2. Okay, now what we can do is, we can take the multiplication of this. 3 into 1 is 3, then 3 2 just 6, then 2 1 just 2, and 3 1 just 3. So this is the ratio of all these A, B, C, D. This is the ratio of A, B, C, D. Now according to this, the sum of this will be 3 and 3 will be 6, 6 and 6 12, and 2 is 14, right? But in the question we are given that 5,600 is the sum. So this will be equal to 5,600. Now we have to multiply it. So what we will get? We will get 400. So 1 means 400, right? So 1 unit is equals to 400. So what we will do, we have to find out the sum of A and C. So the ratio of A and C will be, this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D, right? So A is 3 and C is 2. So sum of A and C will be 5. Okay, sum of A and C will be 5. So if 1 unit is of equal 400, so 5 unit will be equal to 5 into 400. So it will be 2000, right? Again, B and C. So what is the sum of B and C? B is 6 and C is 2. So it will be 8. So if 1 unit is equals to 400, so 8 unit will be 8 into 400. right? So it will be 3200. So 2000 and 3200 will be the answer. So the answer will be option number D. I hope you get it. So let me solve it again in the fastest method, right? So let me take the eraser first. Okay, so first of all, what we need to do, we need to take the A, V, C, D, and we need to take the ratio of these. So ratio of 1 ratio to 1, A ratio V is 1 ratio 2, B ratio C is 3 ratio 1, and C ratio D is 2 ratio 3. So how can we fill these gaps? So we can fill these gaps with their neighbors. So its neighbor is 2, again 2, here 3, here 1, here 2, and here 2, right? So now we have to take the multiplication of all these lines, or we can say all these rows in the form of columns, right? So first of all, we have to try out simplify it as much as we can do, right? So 2 cancel out 2, 2, 2, and now we have to take the multiplication of these. So 3 1 is 3, 3 2 is 6, 2 1 is 2, and 3 1 is 3. So uh, this is the finalized ratio. Now we can go through with the question and we can solve the question. I hope it makes sense. So let's move on to the next question now. Right. Again, the next question is from ratio and proportion. The question is A ratio V ratio C is in the ratio of 3 to 5. How much money will C get out of rupee 1260? All right. So what we have given is A ratio V ratio C is 3 ratio 2 ratio 5. All right. Now we will what will get C out of this, right? So according to our ratio, sum of this is 3 plus 2 is 5 and 5 is 10, right? And in the question, what we are given is the sum is 1260. All right. So 1 unit will be equals to 126. Right. Now, what will be the part of C? So C has 5 part, right? Among 10, C has 5 parts. So 126 into 5 will be 5 6 30. So 3 will be carry and 5 2 is a 10 and 3 will be 13 and 1 is ratio. 1 is carry. 5 1 is 5 is 1. So it will be 630, right? 630 is not an option. So option number D will be the correct answer for this question. I hope it makes sense. So let's move on to the next question. All right. So the next question is from the number series. What should be the next number? 48, 24, 12, and then what should be the next number? So uh, mainly there are 4 operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and 2 more: square and cube. Okay. Now there is division. 48 divided by 2 will get 24. 24 divided by 2 will get 12. 12 divided by 2 will get 6. 6 will be the correct answer for this question. Look at the series. Which number should come next? Okay, so at this place. Okay, so the series is decreasing. So there must be a subtraction or division, right? Now, 46, 44, then 40. So 46 minus 2 is 44. Then minus 4 is 40. Then minus 2 is 38. Then minus 4 is 34. So, okay, so there is a series: minus 2, minus 4, minus 2, minus 4. So, the next will be minus 2. So, 34 minus 2 should be 32. So, 32 will be the correct answer for this question. I hope it makes sense. So, let's move on to the next question now. Again, the next question is from ratio and proportion. A person covers the different distances by train, bus, and car in the ratio 4:3:2. Okay. So, what is the ratio of distance? I am writing here distance ratio, and from train I am taking as T, bus I am taking as B, and car I am taking as C. And what is the ratio here? 4, 3, and 2. Right. Now the ratio of the fare is 1 ratio 2 ratio 4 per kilometer. So what is the ratio of fare? It is 1 ratio 2 ratio 4. Now the total expenditure is the fare of 720 rupees. Find out the total expenditure as fare on the train. So first of all, we have to find out the expenditure of each of the vehicles. So it will be 4 into 1, 3 to the 6. So car 4 to the 8. Okay. So train has the fare as 4, bus has the fare as 6, and car has the fare 8. But according to the question, the total fare is 720. But according to us, the total fare is 4 plus 6 plus 8. That means 18. But what is the question? that question has given us that 720 is the total fare, but according to us 18 is the total fare. So we will find out the 1 unit fare, right? So it will be 40, and we have to find out the train's fare. So what we will do, train has fare 4, so we will multiply it 4 into 40, that means 160 will be the train's fare and 160 will be the correct answer for this question. Now if the question is asking for car fare, so what we will do, we will multiply 40 by 8 because the car fare is 8 rupees, right? So it will be 320. And if it is asking for bus, so we will have to divide by 6 and we will get 240 as the answer, right? So let's move on to the next question. Is from sequence. All right. So what is the next number of the following sequence? So the question is from number series. So let's find out the pattern. Okay. So 21. So we can like we can take it like it is 5 square minus 4, right? I'm just analyzing the pattern. So it will be 25 minus 4, so it is 21. Now 77. So if I take the square of 9, and yeah, it can possible. So if I take the 9 square minus 4, so it will be 81 minus 4, so it will become 77. Now 165. 165 is nearby 13. So if I take 165, right? So 13 square minus 4, so it will be 169 minus 4, so it will become 165, right? Again, and here you see that 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 plus 4 is 13, 13 plus 4 will be 17. So 70 square minus 4 will be 285 minus 4. So it, sorry, 289 minus 4. So it will become 285. Now 17 plus 4, that means 21. So 21 square minus 4. So it will become 441 minus 4. So it will become 437. And option number D will be the correct answer for this question. Okay, so in number series you have to try for square pattern, you have to try for cubic pattern, or some addition, divide, multiplication or subtraction, like that. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Right now, a sum of rupee 950 is distributed among A, B, C. All right, so there are three persons, right? A, B, C, and there is a total money of 950. All right, in the ratio of 5, 11 and 13. So A got 5, B got 11th part, and C got only third part. What is the difference between the share of B and A? Okay, so the sum of money is 950, but according to us, the sum of money will be this. 11 plus 5 will become 16 plus 3 is 19. Okay, so according to us, this is 19, but according to the question, this is 950. So let's divide it. So what we will get? We will get 50, right? That means one part stands for 50. Now how much A got? So A got 50, just a minute, A got 50 into 5, that means 250. B got 11 into 5 minute, yes, 50. 11 into 50, that means 550, and 3 into 50, that means 150. Okay, now we can find out the difference between the share of B and A. So we can easily 550 minus 250, that means 300. So 300 will be the answer. But again, you can save your time as well from this method. Now you have find that one part is 50. Okay, so just from here you can find out the difference of A and B share. So 11 minus 5 will become 6. Now simply multiply this 50 with 6. So 50 into 6 will be 300. So from here you can easily, in the shortest time, you can find out your answer. You don't need to go for long. Okay, so you can find out the answer in just 30 seconds. So let's move on to the next question now. All right, the next question again from ratio and proportion. And ratio and proportion, percentage, profit and loss, number system, these type of topics are very important for exams. Okay, in any kind of exam. In an exam, the number of candidates is 55. Okay, so the total number of candidates is 55, and the ratio between male and female is 5:6. So there are, suppose there are 5 males and 6 females. Okay, you don't need to afraid of ratio and proportion. Just consider like there are only 5 males and there are only 6 females. find out the count of female candidates. Okay, here you are considering that there are 5 males and 6 females, right? But in actual you have to find out, because this is the ratio, this is the ratio. Now according to us, if we are considering that there are 5 males, there are 6 females, so according to us there are total 11 candidates. But according to the question there are 55 candidates, right? So what will be the one part? So one part will be 5. Okay, one part will be 5. So we can say that male candidate will be 5 into 5, that means 25, and female candidate will be 6 into 5, that means 30, right? So from here we can mark our answer as 30. Now there is one more shortcut trick, that is option elimination method. So from here we can see that whatever will be the answer must be the multiplication factor of 6, right? The answer must be the multiplication factor of 6. And in the options, is 11 is the multiplication factor of 11? No. 25? No. 34? No. So we directly find out our answer that 30 is the only option, that is the multiplication factor of 6, right? Or you can use this method. Any of the method you can use, you can ace your question in the very shortest time, right? So let's move on to the next question. All right, so the next question is there is a question from grouping of ratio, right? A ratio V is 7:9, B ratio C is 15:7. Then you have to find out A ratio V ratio C. So what we will do? We will write like this: AVC. What is the ratio of A and B? 7:9. What is the ratio of V and C? So we will write like 15 and 7. V and C, A and B. Now we need to find out A ratio V ratio C. So what we will do? We have to fill these places. Okay, so we will fill this place by 9. The neighbor of this blank space, the neighbor of this blank space is 9, and this 15 should be here, right? This 15 should be here. You have to fill the blank space with their neighbors, right? Now what we will do, we have to just multiply them. 15 into 7, ratio 9 into 15, ratio 9 into 7. So it will be the answer. But again there is a short trick. What you should do, you can divide this and this. Why? With 3. 3 5s are 15, 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9. So it will the calculation will be super easy for you, right? So it will be 7 5s are 35, ratio 15 3s are 45, ratio 7 3s are 21, right? So what is the shortest trick here, that you have to fill this place with the neighbor of this, and then you need to check whether they are dividing each other or not. If they are dividing, then you have to just simplify the question as much as you can do. If it is not possible, then you have to simply multiply all these numbers and you have to give the answer, right? So this will be the final answer for this question. Now let's come on to this question. First of all, let me make some space. So here 2a equals to 3b equals to 4c. So you need to find out the ratio of these. 2a equals to 3b equals to 4c. So you don't need to go like this. A ratio v will be 3 ratio 2. Then b ratio c will be 4 ratio 3. And then you will be combining these, and then you will fill these blanks with neighbor and so and so. You don't need to do this. In this type of question, what you need to do is you just need to take the LCM, and then you have to divide from the LCM, and you will be easily get the answer. Okay, so how it will go? So 2a equals to 3b equals to 4c. So what will be the LCM of 2, 3 and 4? So again there is a short trick, and the shortcut trick is, first of all you have to find out the greatest number, or we can say the largest number among these three. So what is the largest number? 4. Okay, now you have to check for the multiple factor of 4 that will be divided from 2, 3 and 4. Okay, from all the 3 it should be divided. So 4 to the 8, whether it is dividing by 2 or 3. So 2 can divide 8 completely, but 3 not. So we will leave 8. Now we will move further again. 4 3s are 12. Whether 12 is completely divided by 2? Yes. Whether 12 is completely divided by 3? Yes. Whether 12 is completely divided by 4? Yes. So 12 will be the LCM of these all. So what we will do? We will divide these numbers from 12. All right. Now let's simplify it. 2 6 are 12, 3 4 are 12, 4 3 are 12. So what will be the final answer? 6, 4 and 3. So this will be the final ratio, and option number B will be the correct answer for this question. Now, are you guessing that in very less time we are able to solve our questions? Okay, according to book, we will take like 1 to 2 minutes in these type of questions, and according to my short trick, if we follow my shortcut trick, then you will be able to solve this question from 30 to 45 seconds only, right? So yeah, let's move on to the next question now. All right. So the next question is from percentage. Again, I will be using the shortcut trick. Okay. Now, if P salary is 25% more than Q salary, so there are 2%, P and Q. All right. So P salary is 25% more than Q salary. Then why what percent Q salary less than P salary? Okay. So guys, there is a percentage chart. I will be sharing that percentage chart into my Telegram group. So make sure to join the Telegram community. Okay. Now, 25% stands for in the fraction. Okay, I am writing here 25% stands for 1 by 4, and uh, 20% in that percentage chart. There are all the important percentage into fraction and fractions into percentage. And if you remember, these all important percentages, then you will be able to solve the question in just a few seconds, right? So what the question is saying that if P salary is 25% more than Q salary, okay, so 25% means 1 by 4. All right, P salary is 25% more than Q salary, so we will take Q salary as 4 as the numerator of this, and P salary is greater than, or we can say more than. So how much it is more than 1? Okay, how much it is more than 1? So if Q salary is 4, so P salary must be 5. All right, are you getting my point? We can take 25% as 1 by 4, and we will take the Q salary as 4, and if P salary is more than Q salary, so it must be 5. Now what we need to find out then, why what percent Q salary less than P salary? So less than, so what is the difference of these? 5 minus 4 is 1. Now from which we are comparing? We are comparing with P salary. What is the salary of P salary is 5 into 100. So what we will get? We will get 20%. Okay, so in just 20 to 30 seconds you will be able to find out the answer. Okay, and if you use bookish method from RS Agrawal or some another book, I am not criticizing that book. That book is totally okay, totally all right, but here we need to compete with several of students. Okay, so who will know the shortcut trick? Only those students will be able to crack the examinations, right? So 20% will be the answer. Again, there is one more method. Okay, so there is a formula, R upon 100 plus R, right? This is a formula. So whatever the percentage is, you have to put it like this, and this will be 125, and you have to multiply it with 100, so you will get the 20% as the answer. But this formula sometimes make problems when you get the percentage in uh, points. Like if you get 37.5%, then how will you calculate 37.5, then here 137.5? So the calculation will be super difficult. Okay, so that's why I don't use this formula. I use logical method, I use logical ability. Okay, so hope you will use to. So let's move on to the next question. Oh, all right, the next question is, Dr. Khanna's salary is 37.5% less than Dr. Sunita. Okay, so this is, first of all, see 37.5 stands for what? So we know that 1 upon 8 stands for 12.5. All right, so if we multiply it by 3, so 3 by 8 will stands for 37.5. So 37.5 stands for 3 by 8. So there is Dr. Khanna and this is Dr. Sunita. So the question is saying that Dr. Khanna's salary is 37.5% less than Dr. Sunita's salary. So here we are talking about Dr. Sunita. Okay, so if Dr. Sunita's salary is 8, so Khanna's salary will be 8 minus 3. 8 minus 3. Here, see my arrow. 8 minus 3, that means Khanna's salary will be 5 and Dr. Sunita's salary is 8. Now, Dr. Sunita is how much percent more than Dr. Khanna's salary? So, what is the difference of these? The difference of these is 3. And here we are comparing from Khanna's salary. So, it will be 5 and we need to multiply it by 100. So, what we will get? We will get 60%. So, Dr. Sunita is earning 60% more than Khanna's salary. Right? So, this is how we can solve this question. And this percentage chart I will share in the Telegram community. So join the Telegram community. Right. So yeah, let's move on to the next question now. All right. So the next question is, if a student multiplied a number by 7 by 12 instead of 11 by 16. Okay. So instead of 7 by number, just a minute, let me read again. If a student multiplied a number 7 by 12, that means fake number, or we can say the wrong number. Okay, so 7 by 12 instead of, and this is actual, this should be the actual value, instead of 11 by 16. So एक स्टूडेंट को किसी नंबर को मल्टीप्लाई करना था 11 by 16 से, बट गलती से उसने 7 by 12 से उसको मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया. Then what will be the percentage error in the calculation? So how we can solve this question? Like, first of all, we will take the LCM of these numerators, sorry, denominator. So first of all, we will take the LCM of denominators 12 and 16. So how we can take the LCM in just few seconds? So first of all, we need to find out that what is the largest. So 16 is largest. So we will be seeing that what is the multiple of 16 that will be divided by 12 and 16 both. So 16 2 is 32. 32 is divided by 12. No. 16 3 ja 48. 48 is divided by 12. Yes, it is. So 48 will be the LCM of these. So we need to multiply it by 48, 48. Right? It will divide as 4 and it will be 3. Then it will be 28 and it will be 33. So the fake number is 28. So we got our answer as 28, but the answer should be 33. So what is the percentage error? So what is the difference in this result? So the difference in this result is 5, but the in calculation the actual number should 33. So here you need to focus. Okay, don't write 28 in denominator of 5. This should be 33 because this is the actual value into 100. Now again, how will you solve this? So we can take it like this: 11 into 13 into 100. So we know in the percentage chart 1 upon 11 is equals to 9.09. So what it will become? 5 5 upon 3 into 9.09. So we can take it like this: 3.03. So it will be 15.15. Okay, so 15.15% will be the error in the calculation. I hope it makes. So yeah, that's all. Enough.
Ratio and proportion is really very important for your placement exams, right? Not only for Infosys, but for Deloitte, for TCS, for other companies as well. It is really very important. So the question is, the salaries of A, B, and C are in the ratio of 1, 3, 4. See, this is the ratio, not the actual salary, right? So A, B, and C, the salaries ratio given is 1, 3, 4. Right. If the salaries are increased by 5%, 10%, and 15% respectively, that means 5% increment for A, 10% increment for B, and 15% increment for C, then the increased salaries will be in the ratio of, see, the ratio is given, the salary ratio is given, but actually the increment is happening in the actual salary, right? So salary is incremented, but not the ratio. So after that increment in each of the salaries, you need to tell the ratio that will come out as the result, right? So the ratio given is 1, 3, 4. Now, if you will consider, let's say X, Y, and Z, etc., so it will take a long time. So I will tell you a shortcut trick. This is the ratio given. What if I will consider is at 100, 300 and 400. The ratio is same now. Again, if you divide it by 100, so what will be the ratio? 1, 3 and 4 only. So what if I will consider the ratio as 100, 300 and 400? It is same now, right? Now, because I have considered 100, so the calculation will be super easy. Now, let's move on to the question. If the salaries are increased by 5%, so A salary will be increased by 5%. So what is the 5% of 100? It is 5 only. That means after incrementation, A salary will become 105, right? So how easy it is now? Then B salary will be incremented by 10. So what is the 10% of 300? It would be 30. Simple, right? If you understand here 10% of 30, simple, 300, it will be 30 only. So plus 30 will become 330. Similarly, 15% of 400 will become 15 into 4, that means 60. So 60, yeah, 460, right? So after the incrementation, the salaries are these. The ratio is this. Now let's simplify this ratio. Simple. Let's divide by 5. 5 2s are 10, 5 1s are 5. Again, 5 6 are 30, and again 5 6 are 30. Then here, 5 9s are 45, then 5 2s are. So 21, 66, 92. 21, 66 and 92. How easy it is. If you will solve the bookish method considering x, then solving it out, etc., it will take a long time, right? So now you have understood this shortcut trick, and I can guarantee you that you can solve this question within 30 seconds, right? If your calculation is fast, then you can solve this question with this shortcut trick within 30 seconds, right? So it is going to be really helpful for you. So if you like this shortcut trick and you haven't subscribed the channel, so please do subscribe, right? Let's move on to the next question. All right. So the next question is, find the number of ways which seven similar books can be distributed over four different people, namely A, B, C, D. So the question is from permutation and combination, but we will use a shortcut trick, right? So again, see, first of all, the thing is that there is no any type of condition that A should get this much of book, B should get this much of book, and also this there is no any type of condition like everybody should have at least one book, or it cannot be the case that one will have zero books and rest will be three in three. So it depends on us that in how many ways we are distributing these seven books in these four different people without any condition. We are free. We are completely free, no matter we are distributing all the books for A, no matter we are distributing two books for B and rest randomly, right? So it is completely free. We need to tell the total number of possibilities, the total number of ways in which we can distribute those seven books over these four people, right? Okay. Now, let's consider a phenomena, or let's understand a phenomena, and based on that phenomena, we will use a shortcut trick. Right? Suppose I have a cake, right? I have a cake. My drawing is not good, so I'm just like randomly doing this because I need to just explain the concept, right? Suppose I have a cake and I have to distribute in four people. So what I will do, I will make one, two, three. Three cut I will make, and it will automatically distribute it in four people, right? Now, please don't say like you gave this much of part to the second and I have less, right? So it's just explanation, not the balancing thing, right? So suppose again I have a cake and now this time I need to distribute in five people. So how can I do? I will make four cuts, one, two, three, four. So it has distributed in five people automatically, right? I think you are guessing my point. Now, how many people I have here? Five. And how many cuts I have done? One, two, three, four. Here, how many people I have? Four. And how many cuts I did? One, two, three. Right? That means how many people? Only one less cut we need to do. Now, let's understand this question. So what I will do, because I'm using shortcut tricks, so I will not use any permutation combination type of things, right? So we have seven similar books, right? And we have four different people. So consider this is our cake and this is our people, right? Now, if I have 4 people, how many cuts I will do? 3, right? So let's consider this is our cake. Okay, 7 plus that 3 cuts. So I will make 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? Don't ask why I did, because it is a shortcut trick. I have explained the concept now. 7 books and those 3 cuts. So I have made 3 spaces. Now I need to distribute the books among those, right? So randomly I'm just making cuts, right? 1, then okay. So A got 2 books, B got 3 books, randomly I did, right? C got 2 books and D got 0 books, because we have only 7 books, right? We have only 7 books. So this is one way for distributing the books over 4 people, right? Now next time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Again, I make random cuts. Sorry, this cut is here, right? So A got 1 book, B got 3 books, C got 2. 1, 3, 2. So how many? 3. And D got 1 books. Rest are like spaces only, right? So this is how I can do. So now we need to see, or we need to understand that for solving this type of question, how many spaces we have? 10. And how many cuts I'm doing? 3, right? So I will take 10C3 and this will be my answer. Now what is 10C3? NCR. If you remember in 11th or 12th class, we have learned these things. Now there is a formula for NCR, like n factorial upon n minus r factorial into r factorial. But I will not use this. I will tell you the shortcut trick again. Now let me remove this part. Okay. Now for solving this 10C3, what I will do, numerator and denominator, we have two things, right? Numerator and denominator according to this formula. So what I will do, in reverse order, I will go, and here we have 3. So I need to make sure that there should be 3 terms only in the numerator, right? In the numerator, there should be only 3 terms. Okay. Because here it is 3. So I will make sure that only 3 terms are there, and we need to go in reverse order. That means 10 into 9 into 8. Okay. So we have only 3 terms, and in reverse order I'm going. Right. Now, here 3. So again, I need to go in, sorry. This will be only this. Just a minute. I think, just a minute, okay? Okay. Now, numerator we have done. Now for solving denominator, again we have 3, right? So we will go till 1 and we will be taking 3 terms only. So 3 into 2 into 1. In reverse order, simple, right? So let's solve it. 10 into 9 into 8 upon 3 into 2 into 1, right? 2 4s are 8. Now 3 3s are 9. So 4 3s are 12 and into 10, so 120. So in 120 ways, I can distribute my 7 similar books in 4 different people. This is the answer, right? Now, if you will use the complete concept of permutation and combination, first of all, 80 to 90% is the case that you will not be able to solve correctly, because like these days we are not doing permutation and combination, right? So it's a matter of practice. Also, it will take a lot of time, and if you will solve this thing completely, so again it will take a time. So use shortcut tricks, because anyhow we need to solve the question correctly and quickly, right? So use this shortcut trick for this type of question. Okay, let's move on to the next question. The next question is, from a pack of 52 cards, 2 cards are drawn together at random. What is the probability of both cards being queen? Okay, so the question is from probability, and see, this question is repeating In 2017 it came, then in 20, then 2021, 2022, 2023, right? And I don't know that it will come now or like the question is repeated many of the times. Okay, all right. So from a pack of 52 cards, two cards are drawn together. See, for probability, I never learned that formula that is written in the book. Simple, I consider the formula is probability of something is what we want upon what we have, right? What we want, and what we have. Always remember this. Okay. Now, from a pack of 52 cards, two cards are drawn together at random. And what is the probability of both cards being queen? So, in general, from 52 cards, how many queens are there? Four, right? Four queens are there in total. Four queens. Now, from these four queens, what is the probability of the cards that are queen? Two queens, right? So it would be simple 4c2, right? And we have in total 52 cards, and when we drawn two cards, what is the probability that it will be queen? So 52 we have in total, and what is the probability then when we drawn two cards, so the card is of queen? Simple again, among 52, it would be 52 c by 2. Now, what we want and what we have. We want that among those four cards, those two should be queen. And what we have in total 52. And we want that those two queens should be, those two cards should be queen. Right? Are you getting my point? Now, again, we have learned the shortcut trick to solve this 4c2 and so. Right? So what I will do for solving this, like I need to take two terms in numerator as well as in denominator, and I need to go reverse, right? So 4 into 3, two terms are done in numerator. Now come back, 2 into 1. Two terms are done in denominator as well. Upon, because this is the part of this only, 4c2, upon 52 into 51 upon 2 into 1. This will be cancelled out, right? Now 4 into 3 upon 52 into 51. Let's solve it out. 17 times. Then 2 to the 4. 2 to the 4. 2 6 the 12. One more time. 13. So here the answer will be 1 upon 221. And this is the answer. Simple. How easy it is. Right? See, if you will connect the things practically to our real life, the things will be more easy. Right? So let's move on to the next question. The next question is, again, this type of question is really very important, and TCS also asks this type of question, and also in other companies also like LTI Mindtree, Deloitte, and Infosys for sure. Okay, the price of petrol is decreased by 25%. In order to keep the expenditure as constant, by what percentage consumption must be increased? Right? Although it's a hypothetical condition that petrol price is decrementing, but it always incremented. Anyways, leave it. The price of petrol is decreased by 25%. So always remember, because you will be getting the variety of this type of question, right? So always remember, whenever sale into price, right? Sale into price is equals to revenue. This type of question, or price into consumption equals to expenditure. Similarly, time into speed equals to distance. I will tell you why I'm writing this and why, like what I want to do, right? So you will be getting different kind of questions based on this. So suppose a company, let's say Mahindra says that we have the revenue, uh, 5 lakhs, right? Suppose 5 lakhs, and we have sold 9 cars, and the price of something, right? Price can be like, let's say 50,000 is the price, then the revenue, not set revenue, then the revenue will be 90 to 50,000, right? So something like this. Now it is saying that in order to keep the revenue as constant and to increase the sale, that means the number of cars we have sold, what should we do? So if you need to keep your revenue constant and you want that sales should be increased, so you have to decrease the price now, then only it will be in balance, right? Or else if uh, if you have take a challenge that in 1 month I need to spend 1000 rupee on my motorbike, like in petrol, right? 1000 it's fixed for petrol, so anyhow I have to do. And petrol uh, like petrol price is decrementing. Now what you will do, you will use your motorbike a lot, so that you can make sure that expenditure is equal or expenditure is constant, because if the price will be reduced and your consumption is also same, so your expenditure will be less na, right? But you want that expenditure should be constant, like I spend 1000, so it should be 1000 only in a month, but price is decrementing, so what you will use, you will go here and there with your bike only, right? You will use it in order to keep your expenditure constant. So the phenomena is simple. If the price will be increased, so you need to decrease the consumption. If the price is decrementing, so you need to increase the consumption in order to keep it constant, no matter in price consumption equation, no matter in sale price equation, no matter in time speed distance, right? So similarly here, for this type of question, although I will share a shortcut trick, but that shortcut trick you can understand only after understanding this concept, right? So the shortcut trick is simple. You need to take r upon 100 plus minus r into 100%. This is the shortcut trick. Now, how to implement this shortcut trick? Simple. R is nothing but that percentage, that is 25. Now, when you will plus and when you will minus, so whenever it is decrementing, you will use minus sign. Whenever it is incrementing, because the question you will get in variety, right? Whenever the thing is in increment, so you will be adding. Okay. Now here it is decrementing. So what it will become? 100 minus 25 into 100%, right? So what it will become? 25 upon 75 into 100. So it will be 30. Sorry, 300 upon 3. So what it will become? 33.33%. It will be the answer. That you need to uh, increment your consumption by 33.33% in order to keep the expenditure constant, right? So this will be the answer. Now I have taken one more variety. If the price of the potato is increased by 10% and you want that expenditure should be constant or expenditure should remain same, so what you will do, you will reduce the amount of potato in eating, right? You will not make vegetables that consist of potato. You will use lady finger, you will use pulses, in you will use chana dal, etc., right? But you will not eat potato if you want that your expenditure should be constant, because the price is incrementing, right? Now, simple, we will use the formula. Here it is incrementing, so we will be using plus sign, right? So 10 upon 110 into 100%. This 100% will be same in your formula only. So let's cut it down. So 100 upon 11 will be 9.09 something. Sometimes we also say it as 9.1, right? Because this can be go here and it will increment by 1, right? So either this can be answer or this can be answer. Both are correct. So percentage, right? So this will be your answer. How easy it is, right? Now, this is a shortcut trick. That's why it is easy. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Also, this type of question you will get so frequently in your placement exams, right? Now, bag contain 50 paise, 20 paise, 25 paise, 10 paise coin in the ratio of this, amounting to rupee 206. See, the ratio is given, the bag contain, these are the paises and the amount is in rupee. So we need to convert them into rupees, right? So what it is? 50 paise, 25 paise, and 10 paise. And what is the ratio? 5, 9, 4. So let's say I consider that this is rupees, right? 5x rupees, 9x rupees, 4x rupees. 5x rupees, that means 5x rupees will be consist of those 50 paise coins only. 9x rupees will be consist of those 25 paise only. 4x rupees will be consist of this 10 paise coins only. Now, if I need to take the whole amount, so this is our amount. So we will use plus sign. But 5x into, because we have this much of coins, right? Like the currency is in our this paise, right? So what it will become? 5x into 50 paise, because this is in paise and our amount is in rupees, so we will directly convert here in rupee. So we need to divide from 100, right? So this is what 5x rupees. Now this is rupees. Okay. Now plus 9x into 25 upon 100 plus 4x into 10 upon 100. Right. So let's solve this. So it will become 5x into 1 upon 2 plus 9x upon 4. I'm directly writing plus 4x upon 10, right? Now, if we solve further, so I'm solving here. Where's my pen? Okay, just a minute. Okay, if we solve further, so it will become uh, 5x by 2 plus 9x by 4 plus 2x by 5 divided by 2, right? So it will be what it is, the total amount actually, right? But what is our total amount given? What it is? 206 rupees. Okay, 206 rupees, right? Now let's solve this. So the LCM will be 20. So 10 times, then 50x plus 45x plus 8x equals to 206 rupees, not 260. It is 206 rupees, right? Now here it will become 103x equals to 206 into 20. If we will solve this, 206 into 20 upon 103. So 2 times, so x value will be 40. Now this 40 will come here because we have the ratio in that, right? We have the ratio in this form. So when we will this when we will put this 40 here, so what we will get? 5 into 40, 9 into 40, and 4 into 40. That means 120, 360, and 160. That means, so sorry, uh, 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 by mistake I multiplied wrong. 5 4s are 20, 200, right? So that 200 coins we have of 50 paise, 360 coins we have of 25 paise, and 160 coins we have of 10 paise, right? In amounting to be 206 rupees. So this is how we can solve this, right? Let's move on to the next question. Okay, so the next question is, the question is super simple. I will use a shortcut trick, right? Candidate secured 30% marks in a class and failed by 27 marks. Okay. So, see, I don't want to play with that percentage. Simple. I will take at X. So, a candidate secured 30% marks in a class. So, I will consider like he got 30x marks and he was failed by 27 marks. That means in passing, he was lacking with 27%. So, 27, I will take it here. And another candidate secured 40% marks in the same exam and got 27 extra. So it must be equals to, he got 40x marks and extra he got 27 from the passing, right? So now it is the equation, simple, let's solve it. So let's take this 27 here, minus 27 minus 27, because while changing the side, it will change the sign also. 40x minus 30x. It will be 54. And here it would be 10x, right? And it would be simple 10x. Ignore this negative sign, because in percentage, ratio, proportion, negative doesn't play any role, right? So here what it will become, uh, just a minute. Okay. Now here it will come as uh 5.4, right? X value will 5.4. And if we see that we have considered X as percentage, so it is 100. So if we multiply it by 5.4 into 100, so it will become 540, right? So here, if we see that, ठीक है. Okay, sorry for the interruption. So B X value will become 5.4, right? And what we considered here, percent means is 100 now. Simple, B consider X value is 100. So when we will multiply by, so 540. So basically 540 was that marks. Or okay, 540 was the maximum marks. Why? Because the question was saying a candidate secured 30% marks in a class and he failed by 27.5%. That means he got this much of marks and he was failed with this, right? So that 540 will be the answer. Let's move on to the next question. So the next question is, in a college exam, a student's marks were wrongly entered as 99 instead, spelling is mistake, instead of 69. How lucky he is. Due to this, average marks for this class got increased by half. The number of students in the classes. Okay, a pretty easy question. In college student, a student marks were wrongly entered. So actual marks actually was 69, right? And wrong marks, I can say wrong marks is 99. So what is error? Error is 99 minus 69. So 30 marks error, the like mm, 30 marks was extra added in that, right? Now due to this, average marks for this class got increased by half. That means each student has got the half marks incrementation, right? And the total error is of 30 marks. So if each student got the half marks incrementation and the total is 30, so how many students will be there? Multiplied by 2. Simple. So 60 students were there when they got half mark incrementation. That means the total incrementation was of 30 marks, right? So that's why 60 will be the answer. I hope it is clear to you. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, again, a very tricky question, but I will tell you the shortcut trick and it will be super easy for you. Right now, here, the average score of boys in the exam was 70 and girls' average score was 74. The average score of the school is 72.6. The ratio of the number of boys to the girls that appeared in the examination is, see, the question is looking like that is from ratio and proportion. And actually it is from ratio and proportion. But if we will use the bookish method, it will take kind of 4 to 5 minutes and the calculation will be tough also. But I will tell you another way. We will use mixture and allegation here, right? So simple, boys and girls. What we have? 70. What we have? 74, right? Boys in an exam, 70 was the average score and girls average score was 74. And whole school average score is 72.6. I'm writing in center. Now, do nothing but do some magic here, right? My drawing is not good. Okay, now we have these these two blanks here, right? So what we will do, who is larger? Just subtract the smaller one. So here girls score is larger, so 74 minus 72.6, right? Then here 72 0.6 minus 70, right? So when we will when we will subtract, what we will get, let me do it. 72.6. So here 4, here 1. Okay, so we have 1.4, and here if I take, so 72.6 and 70, so it will be 6 2. Okay, so here 2.6, right? So this is the ratio only, nothing but. Okay, 2 sevens are, and here 13. So 7:13 will be the answer. How easy it is. If you will solve the long cut, so you will be solving it within 3 to 4 minutes at least, right? And here if you will solve this trick, so 45 seconds maximum. Otherwise, if you have some practice, so 30 seconds are more than enough for solving this question. I hope it is clear to you. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, so the next question uh, we will be solving in the next video, right? And otherwise, you will try to solve it in your homework, right? If you will not be able to solve it as your homework, and where you have to solve, like in comment section, you need to tell me the answer. Then, otherwise, we will take it in the next video, okay? Because I need to tell you the shortcut trick. Before that, I need to tell you a concept for telling the shortcut trick. So it will take a long time, and it is already a long video. So we will be taking it next video. All right. So thank you for watching. I hope all the shortcut tricks are clear to you, and all the questions are clear to you as well. And all these questions were previously asked in your exam. Not even a single question is from out. Right. So practice, and do join the telegram community for the free resources for these ppts I will send, right? And also you can follow this playlist, because we are doing, previously we have done verbal ability, logical reasoning, puzzle questions, and pseudo codes like that, right? And now we are doing numerical ability. So yeah, thank you for watching. We will meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye and take care.